Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing your relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us today on this journey of healing, self-expression, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. As a celebration of recently passing episode 500, I've opened up a free membership tier for our Patreon community. And this is so that you can access additional resources as well as join our weekly Zoom support calls for free. I understand that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that so many people are really struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting and to offer a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to thank everyone who's been along for the journey so far. We've passed episode 550 and continuing beyond. And so this is just a reminder to you all that this is a free podcast, but if you'd like to support the project, you can purchase the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week and also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle, to end. While you may think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over centuries that we can use in our own reparenting journeys. It's a fun way to reconnect with your inner child. Each volume comprises 10 fairy tales. Each volume also contains an analysis section that helps you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts with space for you to keep your notes. Lastly, you can also support this podcast by taking a paid Patreon subscription, by purchasing some of the books that are available on Amazon, or by donating on Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the Support Us section on the website. Thank you again for your time. And so now with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is a poem entitled Valuing Values. Just as a reminder, we're in January, and the theme for this month is self-awareness and self-reflection. We're in week 3, and the theme for this week is exploring personal values. Valuing values. When selfishness dies from within, ego becomes thin. Anger is torn. A legend is born. Greatness does not mean fame. If greed is there, then it's a shame. Being great is to value virtues, impatiently solving all life's issues. Learn to forgive. That's how we should live, in peace, harmony, and brotherhood. And respecting the family and mom's motherhood. It is important to learn to be satisfied with what one has. Important to appreciate every good done by a boar or lass. Respecting every gender is important for everyone. If one doesn't, then for that person, there should be no one. Always stay honest and true. For if not one has for the consequences, no clue. Speak the magic words. Let sorry, thank you, please be heard. Let us value values with our heart, and life will be sweeter than any cake, waffle, or tart. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. This poem strips down values to its bones and calls out a hard truth. Greatness has nothing to do with image, status, or applause. It begins where real growth always starts inside. When the ego thins, when the selfishness loosens its grip, space opens for humility, patience, and integrity. The poem makes it clear that values aren't abstract ideas. They're lived choices that shape who we become when no one is watching. A strong through line here is relational values. Forgiveness, respect, gratitude, and honesty are framed not as moral decorations, but as tool for peace and connection. The emphasis on family, respect across genders, and appreciation for small goodness reminds us that values show up most clearly in everyday interactions, not in grand speeches, but in how we speak, how we listen, and how we repair after harm. Finally, the poem lands on a deceptively simple idea. Life gets sweeter when values are practiced consistently. Saying sorry, thank you, and please sound basic until you realize how often pride blocks those words. Valuing values isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing alignment over ego, again and again. Do that and life doesn't become easier, it becomes cleaner, clearer, and far more grounded. It's kind of like the whole open up prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you. As we go to the journal prompts for today, number 1. Which value in this poem feels strongest for you right now, and which feels most challenging to live by consistently? Number 2, how do your values show up in moments of conflict, stress, or disagreement? And number 3, if someone observed your daily actions, what values would they say you truly live by, not just believe in? That's it for today, and as always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a place where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Just take some time to listen to yourself. Next, be sure that you are taking some time to be with your breath to connect with your body. Don't be disturbed or overwhelmed by your thoughts. Simply allow them to pass. Just observe them. Do not engage with your thoughts. Only be mindful of them passing, as if they are drifting down a river. Use this time to connect with yourself. Whatever time of day you are listening to this, Namaste.